I was thinking about what I'll do for 2016 as far as the blog goes, and as I look back on what I've done, well, one, I've really enjoyed it. I mean, it's you know, it's a great hobby. You know, I come back from my ride and I get to relive the ride in a different way, you know, by looking at the video I've got, editing it and so forth. Some nice houses around here, right? And so that's pretty cool, and I've got 750 some odd subscribers now, and I appreciate that. I appreciate every one of them. You know, every time I get a subscriber, I thank them, not emailing them or anything, but I open up their notification and I look at who they are and I say, hey, thanks. Look at this house. This house is, I think it's valued at 35 million. I can't remember. Some crazy amount anyway. Yeah, so all that is great, you know. What I found though, you know, just over time, seeing what I'm doing and on the videos, I think it lacks focus. I don't know. What do you think? I think it does. You know, I could be clearer about what the subjects are that I'm talking about, you know. I could maybe decide in advance what the heck I'm wanting to share and chat about and ask you guys about, that type of thing. And instead, what I find myself doing is kind of rambling on in an unfocused way, and I think it shows in the videos, you know. And maybe another thing I could do is try and untie my tongue. I don't know why it is, but every time I start chatting while I'm riding, and maybe it's because I'm riding, I don't know, I'm not sure, but it's like the words aren't coming, you know. But so that's another thing that I want to try and change by practicing doing it differently, right? There's Okanagan Lake there, isn't it pretty? Anyway, yeah, so I want to do that. I want to, you know, maybe focus on certain subjects, you know, maybe a little bit more of the reviews and specific on motorcycle topics, that type of thing, as well as, you know, just sharing my thoughts on stuff as well, those videos too, you know. But in a little bit more focused fashion. The other thing I want to do this year is, as you know from previous videos, I want to get another bike. Second one to old Clyde here. Give Clyde some company. And I'll have to name it Bonnie, right? So Bonnie and Clyde. Well, I was thinking of two ways, you know. Used or new, of course. And used, if I get used, it would be a project bike. And, you know, like an 80s CB 750, 500, something like that. But I can't seem to find them at a reasonable price here. Everyone wants way too much for it, or the bike is a piece of crap. And so I don't think we'll be going that route, though it would be a lot of fun to make a cafe racer out of it, that type of thing. Well, if I go new, I have in the past couple of videos indicated that, well, I'm interested in the FZ07 or the Honda CB 500X. Well, I think I've pretty well decided if I go new, it'll be the FZ07. Because it makes more sense for, here, let's just pull away here. It makes more sense for the type of bike I already have, instead of duplicating it. I can have a completely different experience with the FZ07. The CB500X duplicates too much of what this bike is all about and what I can do on this bike. But on the FZ07, that's completely different. I can't do that on this bike. So I think that makes more sense. What do you think? What else? 2006